Reports are the Cowboys need new negotiators. Ezekiel Elliott is expected to get 6 years, $90 million. 6 years, $90 million. Now, let's move over to Jalen Smith. 5 years, $64 million. DeMarcus Lawrence, 5 years, $105 million. La'el Collins just the other day, 5 years, $50 million. What about Dak Prescott? Oh yeah, the negotiating they did with him left him wanting $40 million a year. Not to mention, Amari Cooper needs a contract. They are giving away all of their money to like a handful of players in a sport where you need 53 men on your team. They already had one of the most expensive offensive lines in the league. Then they go ahead and extend another offensive lineman, 5 years, $50 million. They give Jalen Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence over almost $170 million over the next 5 years. Now they want to get rid of another $90 million to Ezekiel Elliott. Now, you could say, hey look, Ezekiel Elliott is arguably the best running back in the league, so keeping him is an accomplishment. But if you look at a pattern of behavior by the Cowboys to pay everybody what seems to be exactly what they want, they come across as pathetic. Jerry Jones was playing hardball, sorry, I'm so flustered. I'm an Eagles fan and I'm pissed off at the Cowboys for doing this. Even though deep inside I'm extremely happy and I love these news reports showing what they're doing with their money. But as an NFL fan, it's like Jerry Jones acted all tough in the media saying, hey look, we don't need Ezekiel Elliott. We've proven that we can win without a star running back. People have proven that many times. It's mostly the offensive line. Then he comes over here and gives him $90 million. Now, reportedly, that's to be expected. But if it does happen to be true, they're getting rid of all their money to a handful of players. What about when Leighton Vander Esch comes up to his contract extension talks? Amari Cooper needs an extension. Dak Prescott needs an extension. They have more people they need to extend. And these are not all the people that they have paid a lot of money to. Their offensive line costs a lot of money. Jerry Jones talked tough in the media. Then once the negotiations came around, he's a cupcake. Now, I don't necessarily know that's true, but when you look at the evidence, it doesn't make him look like one of the best negotiators there is. You have Ezekiel Elliott for potentially 4 more years with franchise tags. You have the leverage in this situation. And you still give him exactly what he wants. Is he going to sit out for 4 years? If he does, he's not getting paid anything. You have the leverage here. Use it. But then the reports are you're going to pay him $90 million. Dak Prescott is going to get $45 million a year. With the evidence I'm seeing here, he's going to get almost exactly what he wants. If he gets paid $30 million a year, the Cowboys have lost. Let alone $40 million a year. And then Amari Cooper, he needs money. You're going to pay him $500,000 a year? What money are you going to pay him with if you keep paying everybody? Leighton Vander Esch, when his contract extensions come up, are you going to pay him? How? With what money? You cannot continue to pay a handful of players all of your money. Now, I don't know exactly how their salary cap is looking after all these moves and how it'll look after extending Dak Prescott, but I can assure you it's not looking great. They're not the most profitable team in the league now. Or not profitable, let me say. They don't have the most to spend. I don't know. You need 53 men in a roster. I would think you want to divvy that up a little bit more than paying like 8 guys all of your money. And then everyone else is just a minimum. They really do not look confident. They do not look like the best negotiators in the league right now. I could be wrong. Maybe they're making great moves, and they're going to be a dynasty for many years. A team that can't win a playoff game. Has won 2 playoff games in the last 20-something years. is a dynasty because they're giving the players they currently have all their money. I don't understand why you would think that's a good idea. You can't win a championship now, so you're going to give the players that have not been able to get you a championship more money. A ton more money. You're not going to give yourself an opportunity to get some more superstars, get some more stars on your team to actually have a chance of winning a championship. You're going to give the players that's already on your team that can't get you a playoff win more money, and tons of it. As an Eagles fan, deep inside, I love this. As a sports commentator, as a sports talk guy, as a sports fan, as a Logic fan, someone who not Logic the rapper, I don't know how many fans he has. Personally not a fan. But as a mental logic, as a wisdom fan, a fan of wisdom, this is not making me happy. I am looking forward to seeing them crumble. Now, that was a little harsh. But I am looking forward to seeing if this actually works out. I don't want anybody's career to crumble or any team to completely crumble apart and ruin lives, per se. But I do want to see the Cowboys get dominated by the Eagles for years. And when everybody's getting paid, and not everybody, I mean a handful of players are getting paid, the chances of the Eagles dominating the Cowboys for years goes up. I'm not happy as an Eagles fan to see Carson Wentz get $30 million a year when we don't know if he can stay healthy. Now, when he's healthy, I think he is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He's an elite quarterback. He would have won MVP in his second year had he not been hurt. But I'm already a skeptic of paying a quarterback $30 million a year or even 20-something million dollars a year. And that hurts my feelings to see that happen. But when you give it to somebody who can't stay healthy, that makes me upset. Even more upset, right? Now imagine reportedly wanting to give Dak Prescott $30 million a year, and he says no to that, which means you're probably going to end up settling with more than $30 million a year for Dak Prescott. Then you give Ezekiel Elliott $90 million over the next 6 years, Jalen Smith $65 million, DeMarcus Lawrence $105 million, Lyle Collins $50 million, not to mention all other players you've already paid. If I was a Cowboys fan, I would be infuriated. Why can you not negotiate better? You have to have people on there that's their job. Their specialty is negotiating. What is this? It's pathetic. Now, if you think I'm wrong, let me know down in the comments. Now, also, if you think I'm right, I'd appreciate the support in the comments. But if you think I'm wrong, tell me why. Do you think it's a good choice to pay all these players this money? Do you think it'll work out? Is there something I'm missing with the salary cap here? But if not, if it's not a bad decision, what's the plan? If they can't win with them now, will they win with them in the future? Let me know. Please like the video. Please share the video. That's the only way I can grow as a small channel. If you share the video with people, other people actually see it versus waiting on a recommended, which is not going to happen. I'm not going to get recommended as a small channel. So please share the video. Of course, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.